Have a draft to save us from this. Let's get into it. Now we have bans underway already. Vega get rid of the Wisp and the Coddle yet again for their first two bans. And Liquid, no Night Stalker. He's been banned, I think, almost every single game this tournament so far. And then Faceless Void is the second X. Vega take first pick.
I had a dream one time.
You did?
That
wow. This is the land of Martin Luther King. This is the place to have a dream, Slacks. Tell us about this epic dream.
I had a dream one time. Then I went to heaven, and they said I could get reincarnated, but I had to die in every way that I ever killed animals. And I killed a lot of ants when I was a kid. I drowned them in honey.
You fried them with
and it was a bad
magnifying glass.
Don't hurt the animals, children. Hey, my God, it's Zeus! This is the team Liquid Zeus! One of the only teams that still picks this goddamn hero, and why? Because they're beasts. You got Liquid and Secret, the only two that run this bad boy. What's up with that, you might be asking? Let me tell you, kiddos, that's called the Agnum Scepter. You ever taken a ride on the Nimbus? They'll fry your ass. Love that hero. Can't wait to see it.
I'm excited to see Zeus. I mean, the old Liquid, when it had fought on the team, yeah, you know, Zeus might pop into play, but here it is on Liquid's side.
It's kind of absurd once you get the Nimbus and you get the, what is it, level 15 or level 20?
Level 20.
Yeah, you increase the stun duration of the Thunderbolt.
Yeah, that thing is.
And then you get so Octarine, so you get an Arcane. It's just like lightning, 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 and you're always being stunned.
Oh, straight into a Viper pick up here from Vega. Can't believe we're already seeing two Viper picks in two series.
You know, the world's getting exciting when everyone's got to pick the Viper. Look at these guys. They're so happy. They're so ready. Already congratulating yourself. Get back to work, boys. Okay, there's a draft going on.
Probably talking about, you're going to pick me up Zeus first. I'm just going to get Vipered and run at. Sure enough, that's what happens. Zeus has no escape mechanism. He doesn't really threaten Viper in any way because he's got the additional magic armor from Corrosive.
I mean, you could always just...
Not fun.
You know, if you really don't want to have that kind of mid lane matchup, you just put the Zeus somewhere else. But I hear nothing but terrible things about, you know, Zeus in these other positions. Yeah. Support obviously has a hard time kind of coming online. Yeah, he's a free walking sentry ward. But then I've also heard that the grim tales of the off lane Zeus too. So
yeah, Yabsor seems to make it work for Secrets. So
Yabsor's really good.
It's tough for Zeus though.
Switcheroo.
Or sorry, versus Clockwork. I think Clockwork poses a lot of problems. If you're support, you're not going to be able to farm with 4 staff.
Yeah.
And if you're mid, you're going to be versus Viper.
It really does seem like Liquid's kind of throwing out these cores early and just saying like,
what are you gonna do about
it?
See
if you can counter this, right?
What are you gonna do about it? We're Liquid.
We pick up the Anti-Mage.
Welcome to Georgia. What are you gonna do about it?
Welcome to Georgia.
What y'all gonna do about it?
Hey, what are y'all gonna do about
My New York Southern accent's coming at you.
Yeah.
Y'all.
You know, Cap does a great Southern drawl. Can we hear some of that?
I don't know, it's like so
that can't possibly...
When we were doing that in the rehearsal, that got pretty dark.
People out there won't be offended.
I mean, you're the one who got it started.
You put Southern and Plantation owner awfully close together, Slacks. I think is what the problem is. Just saying.
This is not the place.
What he's saying is, any native Georgians hate on Slacks. Don't hate on me. He was the one.
Mr. No Afterlife over here. All right. Second phase of bans coming out. They get rid of that Queen of Pain. They get rid of that Razor in the mid lane. Some of the Titans that could give, you know, the one and only Viper a bit of run for his money.
Hey.
And then Nyx and AA's got to go, and the Juggernaut comes out from Liquid, the all-classic Jug.
Yeah, it is especially a classic for Team Liquid. Pick that one up a lot. Very dependable guy, and not too bad against Viper, right? He's one of the only guys that can spin on out of that garbage.
I mean, no.
No? You're not good?
So-so.
He tries to spin, you're just going to run away. He's just going to get R-buttoned by Viper.
Unless he R-buttons you and then you spin. Right?
I almost would have been tempted to like a 4-staff core, though. I don't know. Viper, and you're going to need mobility for sure.
Yeah, Viper is also a potential Dragonlance hero who can easily snipe the healing ward in the back line. That's one of the big problems with Jug, healing ward.
Ooh, is this going to be a Slayer Rubik? Sayoma the Slayer had amazing Rubik showing in China and Starladder. We'll see how he can pull out the Rubik here at DreamLeague.
Dude, this is a great Rubik game. Juggernaut, anything's a good steal.
Oh, it's even better now
as well. You already had before, like Sand King's an awesome hero to play Rubik against as well.
God, the gall of these guys. They're gonna pick Enigma after the Rubik? What disrespect.
It really feels like Liquid are just gonna draft whatever the hell they want. It kind of feels like let's just show stuff like Zeus right at the beginning. Let's show AM right at the beginning, and oh, you got a Rubik. Doesn't matter. We were already thinking Enigma, so we're just gonna get it.
Wow. Well, we'll see if it pays off. That expert, aggression, that confidence. Sometimes it can spook you.
I think it's pretty good versus Viper though, because you have the pure damage and you don't have good mobility as Viper. You don't build Pike very often. You never build Blink. You're just standing there and tanking. And Enigma's one of the better ones. Rubik also like his null field here too. Very good for Zeus and tanking.
Well, it's kind of annoying is when you Malphus Viper and then you're just taking corrosive skin for like 12 seconds. You just can never blink away.
Damn. Well, Razor knocked out, and we've been seeing a lot of Razor still. I thought he would be out of the meta now.
It's an anti-Viper kind of. At least in lane. It works decently.
What one really good thing about Liquid's lineup is you look at every single one of those heroes can push out waves, and some of them can do it very safely. Sanking Enigma both pick up Blink Dagger. They can kind of quickly shove out waves or throw Eidolons down. Juggernaut has his spin TP out, which is only currently being threatened by Hookshot. But Vega Squadron are probably going to get more stuns through Magic Immunity because it's not just the Jug, but now it's going to be the Enigma BKB. There's not too many cores that really gift you that, right?
I mean, would they do like a Core Venge or something like that? I mean, it's good against the Enigma. It doesn't provide that BKB kind of stun, but a swap is there and available to kind of cancel out Enigma if you really.
Oh, a Silencer too.
Silencer, yeah. It's also there.
They don't have, that's one thing Vega Squadron's very much lacking, right, is that they don't have a whole lot of heroes to be able to deal with a lot of this split and heavy push from Liquid.
Well, Sven is going to be what they settle on, though, for their core position, so you get the mighty physical burst cleaving to help kind of farm his way through. The setup's there. You do have to kind of work around those cogs set up from your clockwork a bit, and I guess you're hoping that Viper could provide a little bit of slow power so Sven can catch up, but other than that, you're really banking on the Rubik to kind of set something up.
I think one of the good answers to dealing with that kind of so much like wave shove, you always have to do what I call like lane maintenance, right? It's like, oh, this lane's pushing, now this lane's pushing. One of the great things is you can do is have cores that are going to be able to outscale the enemy team and are like difficult to gank, right? Because if you're constantly doing lane maintenance and you're kind of split apart, it makes it easier to gank, but you've got some pretty like hard to kill cores so far. Viper and Sven, those aren't heroes that you particularly feel comfortable diving into towers against,
I could see Vega trying to round out their lineup if they're indeed going to be going for the off lane. I mean, Darkseer seems like it could fit okay. Sven Darkseer used to be a pretty popular combo. It would help shove out some of the waves with the benefit of the Ion Shell, but again, it's how much they kind of want to put more into the lockdown maybe, or the setup, or maybe anti-Enigma. They might go for other options, but here they ban out the Venomancer on the side of Liquid, and it's going to be Vega getting rid of the Tinker.
He did that last time, right? Ban away the Venomancer when it wasn't necessarily fitting into the lane situation.
Viper Veno on the same team is...
That's a nightmare. Nobody wants that. A Bounty Hunter. Interesting. All right.
Huh.
That's very good against Sand King.
So it's an off-lane Clockwork, I assume. And we'll do Bounty Hunter and Rubik as your support duo. Okay.
On Team Liquid. Scary draft already. I don't even think they need a fifth hero, really. Good.
I kind of like the
team fight's much weaker. Their team fight's terrible right now. It's pretty much relying on Rubik to have to steal a stun or a black hole.
They're looking to like take this game really early, right? They're looking to run around Clockwork, get track kills, pressure the Viper's lane, let him take that mid tower. They're going to try and pressure Liquid really, really hard for what is kind of a greedy lineup from Liquid, right? Yeah. It's pretty greedy. All those heroes want to be able to pick up some farm. The great thing for them is that they fall back on probably better late game and much better team fight.
Now with our full pick spread from both teams and that lone Druid being the final pickup for Liquid, Slacks, will start with you. Who do you think is going to win game number 2?
A lot of team fight dependence on Liquid, but they do have that backup plan of the Bear. I don't see too much counter push coming out, so I think that Bear is going to have a nice smooth ride going Liquid.
I'm pretty concerned that Vega Squadron don't have too many ways to be able to deal with the split, but I like their idea of the Bounty Hunter. Very aggressive. If Vega's going to win any game against Liquid, it's going to be, I think, this kind of style where it relies very heavily on your 10 to 20 minute execution.
I'm with you, Cap. I think Liquid are going to fall apart in the laning phase. Bounty Hunter is going to cause them a lot of issues. Vega will win.
Don't worry, Slacks, I'll side with you on this one. I'm going to go with
shit.
Liquid. I feel like they have strong team fight, and their
Sorry, buddy.
experience will help them shove away a lot of the pressure in the laning phase, and we'll see if they'll be able to close it out in the end game. So 2 apiece here. Let's throw things over to our casters right now. We got Odie and Fog bringing you the coverage.
Thank you very much, Dakota. And it's game 2 now. Liquid versus Vega Squadron. We're seeing some new stuff again. This Bounty Hunter pickup from the
Zeus
side
support.
of Vega. Zeus
Hell
support
yeah.
coming out. GH is going to be on it.
I
But
love me.
I feel like I've got to side with the panel that liking Liquid's lineup. It feels like this is a very scary Liquid lineup.
So are we gonna have a full split then, huh? Because we had 2 on the panel.
I'm
But
like,
Liquid.
would you say-
2 in Vega, and you just said Liquid,
I
huh?
said- what did you say?
I was gonna go Liquid as well.
Okay.
I think what Cap said holds a lot of truth, though. I think this is the game that Vega could win, is if they just completely snowball and go out of control. But that
Yeah.
being said, playing Sven versus Enigma is quite tough. It's just one of those heroes that is super good versus it. And I think that Liquid will be able to take this game to the stage that they want it to be and draw it out enough to be able to deal with what Vega's got. And like Ben mentioned too, Vega lacks a lot of team fight. So if Liquid's actually able to get out of the laning phase without getting like run over, the fights are going to be heavily into their favor when they take them.
30 seconds.
And I think Aloha Dance definitely one to watch in the laning stage. We saw how well this man dealt with the 1v1 against Tasanki. Sorry, against the Darkseer in game 1.
Oh, I just noticed something.
And what we got?
It's the Jug mid versus Viper, and it's a Matumba man safe lane. I thought it was going to be the Lone Druid mid versus the Viper and Jug safe. But no, Miracle has a poor man shield, so he's definitely going mid.
All right, he's going to have a bit of a tough time then at the start, isn't he?
Yeah.
Jug versus the Viper.
Especially with a Bounty there.
Yeah.
Bounty can put a lot of
The battle
annoyance.
begins.
They've got a Dust ready, so if he does go for this Courier steal... Oh,
They-
Slayer, you are dead.
They should certainly be able to kill him here. And that will be first blood
Give
for
it a Miracle. Yeah, that's pretty important. Oh, wait. Oh!
Is he going top?
They're going Jug top and throwing the Enigma
Oh.
mid versus... Oh, yeah, he's got a null on Enigma. I didn't even see that.
Oh my goodness. All right.
How to deal with Viper? Pretty
Yeah.
much don't even lane verse him. Just keep denying the range creeps, and that's how you get an advantage.
So mind control mid.
Cool.
As you say, top lane Miracle Jug. We'll see where the supports to go, GH and Kuroki, where they're going to be focusing on. But a very interesting lane setup from Liquid.
That's one way to not, we were
Yeah.
saying that we're worried about them in the laning phase. This could be one approach toward it. Just completely make the lane so wacky. Miracle in some trouble. Topper now, his spin's still on
Probably dead.
cooldown.
He's going to have to spin in a second, but I don't know if it'll be enough to save him.
He doesn't have spin and TP. He can't do both. Too much mana.
I mean, even if he does, they've got physical to run through him here. They'll chase him down. I mean, Miracle's... He's going to die here as they do surround him, take him down. So it makes him spend a bit of a time after it, but it's a kill nonetheless onto Miracle.
Spent his gold at least, yeah.
Yeah, this mid matchup, Enigma versus Viper, is this the Viper answer? Can Mind Control do pretty well here?
He's always going to have the wave like on his side.
Yeah.
They don't really have he doesn't have kill potential like ever on the Viper pretty much till he's like 6, and then it's still pretty tough, but he's going to always be able to get his farm under the tower and pulling the wave back, so it should be a pretty even matchup. He's just going to be, Enigma's going to have higher levels because of denying those range creeps over and over again.
We'll see. I mean, as you said, because of the position Mind Control can keep the lane in, it certainly does make the movements from Slayer very hard to pull off.
Yeah.
Very hard for him to get that catch onto Mind Control with the way that he's holding the lane.
Denies range creep again. Keeps it coming.
Up top, Miracle now does have a bit of backup. He's got the Sand King hanging around with him. GH, meanwhile, down towards the bottom. Matumba man being pretty much left alone, but he's fine to do so there. Top lane, Burrow Strike onto Lower Dance to hold him back from Miracle.
Yeah, Nakuro's up there, so they're starting to distribute their resources. GH bottom doing pulls, while Matu pretty much plays in a 1v1 versus Clockwork. So very important as a Zeus support, you have to keep your levels up and get early farm. Kuroki went for like full roaming too. He bought an Orb of Venom on Sand King, so it already tells you that he wants to be like moving around the map and constantly like pressuring any lane that he can, rather than like sitting and sandstorming or just sitting in one lane statically.
Yeah, Slayer being very committed on hanging around this middle lane to try and catch out Mind Control if he goes out of position. Top lane, telekinesis onto Kuroki. He's got the Sandstorm. And again, Liquid are fine. They'll get themselves involved in this side pull, make sure that they're not losing out too much at all. Down to Vega's attempt to control the lane. And CS-wise, as we can see, Miracle just slightly ahead of the Sven. So this top lane, even though he does go down early on at the start, keeping the farm on par. Mid lane,
G's owning.
G is absolutely. G Viper certainly going over the history of what he likes to play. Definitely one of his his most played heroes, I want to say.
Yeah,
The G
so
Viper.
Mind Control is actually pretty scared to bring himself clarities and stuff, so he's been low on mana, so he can't actually spam the demonic conversion to keep the denies and the wave back. So G is able to take severe advantage of that and pull way ahead in the net worth, and that's because of like Slayer, just having that bounty hunter. You're scared of your courier getting sniped. You need like all this. You need this high amount of mana regen in order to be able to spam your Eidolons.
On bottom lane, it's just GH making sure that Afterlife can't get close to the wave, but he still found quite a bit from that off lane. The Afterlife clockwork is not being zoned out at all, really. By that Zeus top lane again. It's a bit of harassment there with the telekinesis, but they know that they can't really commit for a kill onto Miracle now. With the healing ward, 2 points in the Blade Fury. Very hard for these two to really do anything about the Jug. I mean, I guess that is the thing about the Juggernaut. He does have the kit to be a rather reliable solo offlaner. He's got the escape, he's got the heal.
You know, there's a time when people were running like the Chinese teams, they were running the offlane lifestealer some of the times because they have like the rage and you can just bolt and get out of those type of situations. So yeah, it's a similar kind of approach. They wanted to give him, they wanted to get these like better kind of matchups, but now, KuroKy.
And may have stepped a little too far. Does still have the Burrow Strike. That may just be enough to get himself out of there. In fact, he may want to turn. Mind Control and GH moving in, looking towards G. KuroKy, he'll go for the easier one. Finds the Burrow Strike connection onto Silent. And Silent will fall here as Liquid make the play. Can Vega get anything in return, though? They look towards GH. G manning up. The Midnight Pulse is down. G will find the kill. The question is if Liquid can find themselves a second to equal this. G turning up, manning up onto KuroKy, but he'll lose his life. Kuro will fall as well. So it's a double kill for double kill as both mid laners pick up a bit of action.
Cool teamwork there. Mind Control actually gave the Mango to Sand King to have the mana for that stun for them to get that secondary kill. So it slows down his Soul Ring a little bit, but getting the 2 kills, he gets a Soul Ring anyway right now.
So then if they can get Mind Control out of this, Silent closing the gap here with the telekinesis, and they'll find it. Mind Control down, Slayer. He's going to be punished for that. Kuro with the TP just in time, gets himself involved in a return kill.
Best feeling as support, you TP into something like that. TP just
Solo
free frag,
XP.
3 levels, yeah, everything.
Very nice. But 4 for 4, it's, both teams pretty much mirroring each other in terms of the movements that are being made.
Yeah, and you know, we look at the last hits and everything, it's like Viper is 34, well, and Enigma 16, so it's like, wow, you know, he's probably super far ahead of him. You know, 600 gold, pretty decently far ahead, but the levels are identical pretty much because of denying those range creeps over and over again. Even though Mind Control got kind of forced out of the lane and wasn't able to use Courier in the best way, it's still pretty okay for the Enigma. Matu now level 5 bottom, got that entangle on the bear. He can sustain pretty easily versus the Clockwork as long as Clockwork can't do this and kill the bear bottom. He's actually able to isolate it and he brings it down with Battery Assault.
Plus 300 for Afterlife.
Damn.
He loves it.
And Matu doesn't even have the mana for a resummon.
At top, Kuro actually dusts up Slayer here. He's got eyes on the bounty. Silent's going to come across and help out. Yeah, they've got Mind Control here. Slayer, just a bit more time and the dust is going to wear out. He's actually going to get himself out of this one. So Kuro won't find the kill. The neutral's actually beating into KuroKy a bit as well. Has to be careful.
He goes for the scan play. Scans on top of the shrine. Not successful, but now it is. He walks in. KuroKy goes for the blind stun. That was very close.
It was a cool attempt.
Yeah, nice try.
And they'll shrine up. And Silent and Slayer unable to really do anything in terms of getting a kill.
They know he's still in the area. KuroKy saw the Shadow Walk animation come out. He's still looking around, but now it's, Seomu walks
Didn't have any further detection out on him as well. Dust still back in the stash.
Yep. Oh, and they actually put a sentry down as Seomu was walking away, and they already had obs on the hill, and KuroKy warded, so now they know that there's a ward on that high ground there for the side of Vega, knowing Liquid has down there.
I guess that's great. They don't get the kill, but as you say, just getting map control over that area.
Yep. Matu almost finishing up the Midas. 300 gold away or so, 400 even.
Both safe laners pretty much neck and neck in terms of farm.
Look how well Miracle's doing, though, in that offlane, because the rotations from the supports, they have to be moving around, so it leaves the Jug in a 1v1 versus Sven, and Miracle's able to do just fine in that matchup, get himself up to 4th on the net worth. Rotations coming in, the smoke from Vega.
Oh, Miracle, does he have a chance to get himself out of here with the Blade Fury? Burrow Strike comes through, and Miracle, gives him time here to put the stick charge in the Blade Fury, but the chase down with the movement speed for the War Cry is enough for Vega to find themselves one, maybe even a second here. They move towards KuroKy. KuroKy still with the Burrow Strike to get himself out. Looks like at the least Silent and Slayer will try and just play around with the Sand King.
Yeah, he should be fine, unless the Viper comes up. Sandstorm up in 10 seconds, no TP on Kuro. They don't want to waste the time chasing the Sand King around. Just Silent. Not anyone else committing. Maybe the Clockwork might rotate in, but top lane, Miracle getting the turnaround now onto Aloha. Doesn't have the ulti just yet. He's like 1 experience short.
Oh, he's not going to make it.
GH.
Tried for the stun TP.
The clutch haste rune. And Clockwork does make the rotation.
Kuro's still alive.
Oh, I get it though.
But to be the Kuro's play there, drawing the supports away, allowed them to go in onto the Sven like that. So Kuro says space created and absolutely worth.
Definitely. GH getting the haste rune, able to get that stop on the TP. Yeah. Miracle was literally 2 experience short of getting Omni Slash there. So,
but now they got the kill, and he didn't have to use it, so he's got that ready for next time. The Sven comes into lane, mid lane, GH being dove upon here, tries to turn and burst down Slayer, it's not enough. Midnight Pulse brings Slayer down low with the Malefice from Mind Control, they do get the return kill.
Nice.
G's out of there.
Very greed mode on Liquid too. Midas on Matu, Midas on Mind Control.
Wait, they're going to kill the bear again?
He gets the Savage Roar off on the Clockwork though, so able to get the distance away from that battery assault.
A lot of abuse here onto this bet.
Yeah. They're pretty rich on the clock, 2,800. I don't know if he killed the bear. I want to say he may have actually killed the bear more than once. I wasn't like staring at that lane the entire time, but I know he killed it once, but Matu resummoned a few times.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Could have happened at the second time with the amount of gold he has. You're right.
I mean, he's like almost level 8 too.
Yeah.
Definitely a possibility. Ob's ward coming out top from Vega, but Miracle actually spots that one. It gets pinged out right away, so they know there's a ward.
Oh, and the Eclipse Slayer. They are going to look to try and check down. Nice juke there with the Sandstorm, and they'll catch the bounty. Jumping in with the Omni Slash, no messing around. Slayer's taken out. Really nice read of this area of the map from Liquid. We're seeing constantly being aware of the bounty hunter's presence.
Yeah, that was great play there by Kuro. Dodging the stun, using the dust right away, because he saw the bounty place the ward for a second, and they know there's a ward there too.
Trying to punish Afterlife there, but not quite forget the ground. He goes back in onto GH and he gets the kill. May pay with his life here if he gets rooted up. We'll see if Matuma Man can chase this down. Battery Assault's going to be enough to keep the bear at bay though. And a bit of a nice man at play there from Afterlife, secures himself a solo kill.
That was great. Yeah, gets himself the urn charge too. Very nicely done. How's Sayoma doing on levels? Level 5, almost 6. Rubik, same situation. Pretty decent, get that track online. And Mask of Madness now finished up for Sven. I don't believe I saw them stacking too much. They do have 1 ancient stack at least for that Sven to boost him forward, but not a whole lot. And then, okay, they have a triple hard camp that he's farming right now. But GH is gonna sap that juicy experience right here. Oh, he's so happy right now. And they're actually going to take the whole thing.
Yeah, Miracle comes in, and he's going to try and he gets at least 3 of the big creeps out of it. In fact, Loa does is in trouble with the chase down for the Blade Fury. Liquid get not only the majority of the large creeps, but a kill as well. Afterlife rotating in, but the hookshot's still on cooldown for 10 seconds, and Liquid, they're going to get away with this one scot-free by the looks of it, unless Afterlife can get some big plays out with the cog blocks. He's looking to try and surround Miracle, but he himself in trouble. Now with the Blade Fury turnaround, Liquid, they're just being given even more here. Miracle blocking up Afterlife. Afterlife isn't going to get away. The lightning flies through from GH. They find themselves a second. They're not even done yet. Kuro pops the stick charges, comes in with the Burrow Strike, and Liquid get a third. Everything getting handed there to them, a Miracle on a plate on that top lane.
Oh, this is the dream too. They have a Sand King Zeus support, and look at how leveled these guys. Level 7 Zeus, level 6 Sand King with a tome coming out. They haven't even used it yet, so he's going to be 7 too. In comparison to the level 6 and level 5 Rubik and Bounty Hunter.
That top lane just fell apart in a matter of seconds there.
Absolutely. It's like right after the Sven got at Mask of Madness, they all 3 die because the Mango usage for Miracle and the rotations coming out from GH and Kuro. These 2 supports. Thumbs up.
So what are we going to see from this mid Enigma? He's got the Midas. Is it going to be Midas into Blink? Does he do
That's the build that we've been seeing, right?
Yeah.
We usually see, like, especially when it's offlane, they start with boots, and they go for the Arcane boots into Midas into Blink. But yeah, Soul Ring, Blink, Midas is a possibility. Afterlife, trying to isolate Kuroki, but the Sandstorms, now they're trying to turn onto Afterlife here.
It could be in trouble. He's definitely in trouble. Well, hookshot's out, but the Thunder God's Wrath chases him, of course, globally. Afterlife falling low. No, the Urn Charge keeps him alive. Matuma Man held back by the Viper Strike. Backs away. They will get Slayer on the sidelines. They get the Bounty Hunter, but Afterlife, neat little hookshot play there to keep himself safe and get away. But still, Liquid.
That was nice.
Getting the kills, getting the trades. Mid lane talent does get taken down. Some more money into the pocket of G.
And they're going to be able to get bottom down with Aloha too.
Okay.
So good split resources by Vega. I mean, this is what they have to do. Hopefully they saw the double Midas and they're like, all right, we need to somehow punish this a bit. And yeah, Mind Control queues up the Blink Dagger on the Enigma. So punish the Midas a little bit. with that Viper, who's quite massive with that Dragonlance treads. 1800 HP, pretty hard to bring down, but I think they're going to try right now.
With
the
two
Zeus.
of them, I think they can. Yeah, especially with Matuma Man as well. If they get a wrap round, they've got to be careful of TP reactions.
Yeah, he's really tanky, but...
Oh, not if they take the tower first. And in fact, yeah, G just TP's out of there straight away. Knows that if the tower's gone, he does not want to stick around there on his own.
Yeah, everyone's
and he leaves that area of the map.
First time in a while I'm seeing, you know, like a 5 sanking. Kuroki's playing it as a 5 for now. GH getting the Arcane Boots. Maybe now this is where they change it. They maybe just wanted Zeus to have Arcanes and Soul Ring, because it's super crucial to have those.
Slayer coming in.
GH dropped his Arcane Boots. Soul Ring there. Now he's going to actually pay with his life, though, anyway.
GH surrounded here by the cogs, and they'll get themselves the kill. Vega, can they get anything more out of this, though? That's the question. Track starts to get flown out.
That was a 3-man track, yeah. So 700 gold swing.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Aloha just keeps himself bottom. Kuroki's positioned in the trees, but he's tracked.
And he do grab Miracle up on the top lane, trying to Blade Fury his way out of this one, but with physical flying through from the Viper, Miracle is going to be taken down. G granted the kill. Good hold there on the top lane as Vega punish Miracle's positioning. We do, of course, have that Blink Dagger, though, on Mind Control. So all eyes on him to see what sort of plays he can pull out with the Enigma. Matuma Man, 2.7k gold towards the Relic.
Doing quite well. They should feel pretty happy with everything that's been going on. Giving up a few, like one kill on that kill they just give up a Miracle, maybe not what they wanted to have happen, but still being able to distribute the wealth all over the place. And you know, they're playing with the Loten Druid safe lane, going Radiance and a Midas mid Enigma. I think they should be pretty happy with like the 11 kills, the successful rotations from their Sanking Zeus supports.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
G top lane trying to bully the tower here, but he's going to get jumped on immediately here by a full Blade Fury and Omni Slash, and Liquid get the kill. Viper's down.
He was very alone.
Yeah.
Liquid just commits.
I mean, he did have Slayer and Neighbor, but not really a lot that Bounty Hunter can do to stop that sort of jumping from Liquid.
I mean, they're playing really far up, and they don't have a tower up there, and they're playing versus Zeus. So Zeus pops ult, they see everyone on the map, and they're like, okay.
Let's go. Afterlife.
He's got stun stolen on Silent as well. He's got the Sanking stun.
And they do have the hook shot, so good setup. I see the God Strength being popped here. Oh, just to farm the Ancients. Yep. Keep that efficiency going. Echo Saber's out as well for Aloha.
So they did block the Ancient at one point from the side of Liquid too, so it warded up.
So they may have attempted further
and
stacks.
They watched him just pop God Strength too, so they probably know God Strength is on cooldown, and they know where Sven is located too because of those wards that they have. Kuroki now starting to play more like the 4 in now this position, so that's exactly what they're doing. Get the Arcane Boots, get the Soul Ring for the Zeus, and then Kuroki can start doing that split push rather than being that like hardcore roamer that he has been playing as. Vega with the smoke, looking to try to get this very big kill with this ward.
Time. 50 gold away from Relic. If they can kill Matumba, he's going to be pretty damn mad. The three of them surround him. Actually gets out the cogs. Matumba, he's going to get away with this by the looks of it. Oh, the hook shot's going to miss. Oh, they needed that to connect so badly. And now the turnaround. Mind Control jumps in, gets the two of them in the black hole. Matumba Man, he's still being chased down by Silent. Silent really wants this kill. Can he get it? No, he can't. The turnaround's there. Liquid take a third.
He didn't get pushed out of the cogs, right? He got lifted. I think Rubik lifted him, threw him out. That's what it looked like. It looked like Silent actually.
We don't want to point any fingers, Fog, but I think you're right.
It looked like that did happen.
Something fishy happened there.
Because Afterlife was pinging too. He's like, we had him in the cogs. Maybe what went wrong? Something. Yeah. Just a slight mistake, but that's a big turnaround.
They needed that kill. We're going to see it again here, Fog. What goes on?
So he gets the Burrow Strike. They get the cogs inside, but he's lifted, and then he gets thrown.
Yeah, he lifts him out the cogs.
I think he lifted, and he initially decided to put him somewhere, and then he got Savage Roared, and he couldn't change where the target of the drop was because he was Savage Roared. That must have been what happened, because that's a mistake that we wouldn't have. Like, I don't think we'd see something.
Well, but when you cast it, you can't
cast
change
it when you can change.
You can't cast and then uncast.
You can like lift and you can choose where to throw, and then you can change where you're throwing.
Oh, you can cancel.
But not if you're Savage Roared. He was disabled right after. So
that was it.
That had to have been what happened there. So definitely give the benefit.
I mean, if they got that kill and knocked back that would have been perfect. But the fact that they didn't, Liquid get 3 of them, that is Liquid really getting some massive heat under their feet now. Good momentum, Miracle. Top lane, free farm for him. He's working towards the Manta style in good time. Yeah, they crumbled there, Vega.
Yeah, that's like the Radiance is going to be finished up. They get the 3 kills. Like, that's so much space that Liquid actually just got from that one.
And they will get themselves a free pick off onto GH here, as G and Afterlife slide in, take the kill.
Look at that. Look how much gold they get for that kill on GH. 416.
Not bad for support Zeus.
It's pretty sweet. And a lot of experience swing too.
Dire's top tower is under
Liquid
attack.
feeling pretty damn good in this game so far though.
Aloha Dancer's got the blink, so definitely we can see the Sven's farm start to get into some pretty ridiculous places with that maneuverability, and as we're seeing, great stuff that you can offer to the fight. There's the jump in straight away onto the Sand King with a follow-through hook shot. They have the lockdown.
So now they're gonna maybe they may think there's a ward there for a second. Kuroki was pinging it, but it's also they're playing versus a bounty hunter, so
Dire's top tower is under
you like
attack.
to get those wraparounds.
Dire's
Bottom tower brought down. Top tier 2 as well.
Radiant's
Trades
bottom
coming out.
tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has
So if they
fallen.
can do anything about it, they will stop the tier 2 from going down. A couple of tracks on them, as we saw in the split cam, they did, get that bottom tier 2 themselves. Aloha Dance gets the gold. And holding on to that top, they were looking to try and chase down with Tumba, but a very hard chase to commit to, especially with that Radiance complete.
Yeah, he's got such a good timing. All 3 of the cores on Liquid are farming super well. 8,000 plus net worth for them, while the Clockwork, as the Clockwork shouldn't really be like dominating the net worth. His net worth's not even bad for a Clock, but yeah, he's only at like 5.2k in comparison to those other cores. He's been having a pretty successful game though on the Clock. On
Oh, he really has. Yeah. Apart from that one whiff hook shot,
Yeah.
where he could have got that Radiance kill.
Yeah.
It's been pretty nice from Afterlife. I mean, again, both sides, 15 to 12. Liquid certainly the team with the lead, but we've seen how well Vega can play, and they can pull off some big plays.
It gets harder and harder though, right?
It really does.
Versus Lone Druid, who went Midas into Radiance, and they're playing versus Enigma when they have like pretty little team fight. It's pretty much Rubik has to get good spell steals to have a better team fight, and Enigma's gonna have BKB soon, and then it's pretty much, it has to be either Clockwork hookshot from the backside to stop the Enigma Black Hole, or a stolen Black Hole.
It's going to be very, very hard indeed for them to play into. I mean, for the moment, so G's keeping up good on farm, on the Viper.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, he hasn't been dying much. It's only 2 deaths. And they've been moving around like as a unit. That's the thing, is Viper, when you're getting split pushed a lot, you start like, this is when it starts being hard to play Viper because you're so immobile, you have to respond, and that's when you guys start getting picked off. But Vega's been, for the most part, moving around as like 3 or 4.
And you can never write off the track kills. You can get a few of those in these fights.
Couple track kills,
Yeah.
big Sven stun into like some massive cleaves with the Echo Saber. But definitely looking like Liquid is having a good time right now, and in the next bit they should, especially because the Enigma's BKB is going to be done, so next few minutes should be in their advantage for quite a bit, actually.
How's Kuro's blink looking?
He was very close last I checked, but he's still about 500. There's nowhere really for him to farm, though. All the lanes are being shoved so hard from Radiance Bear and from Eidolons and all these like invisible pushers, you call, and the illusions, like the Manta illusions from Jug.
Let's see what Vega's next players to make. Slayer continually trying to get that vision that they need, so they don't get caught out by the wombo combo that Liquid have to offer. Keeping tabs on Kuro's movements. Bottom lane, same time, bit of split push coming in as Aloha Dance again shoves the lane round.
Sayoma's giving up a lot of information on the map. He's always running around and getting deep wards down and seeing exactly where Liquid's positioned himself. But Liquid seems pretty content with this. They're not really looking to make those big aggressive plays. See, they're playing pretty defensive, looking to see when Vega oversteps their bounds and then try to get the pickoffs. Like here, Slayer.
Yeah, nice use of the Thunder God's Wrath as well from GH.
Yeah.
Not necessarily anything happening, but knowing it's very likely that bounty is in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Popping the ult, getting the job done. Getting Kuro that little bit closer to that blink.
Yeah, the big three farmers. This is when it starts to feel pretty bad to play the Viper. It's like, we're not fighting. I'm a Viper. I wanna be battling, but like, we can't really battle. And now he's starting to get run down by Matu's Radiance Bear. Matu built the medallion, so he's gonna be going for that solar crest on the bear. G's able to TP. Let's get seen for a second. Savage Roy just off the timing.
Top lane, Liquid starting to bring things together.
Almost the Blink Dagger on Kuro. The dream is almost there.
Still, amongst it all, Aloha Dance top of that net worth, and he's pretty much got that BKB done on Sven.
That was scary for a second. GH dropped his Arcane Boots to Soul Ring and they got stuck in the trees. He was like, oh god. He was like panicking back and forth for a moment.
Could kick off on this top lane. Both teams heading up. Vega ready to respond. A lower dance going in on the bear, bringing him down low. Miracle moving forward. Actually gets the courier. With that had his BKB on.
He got it though. He got it.
Yeah, okay, sorry, it's the Ogre Club. It must have been G's Ogre Club. Now the response, they look towards KuroKy, have the track out. KuroKy will get dropped. They'll get themselves the first track kill.
Gets the blink before he dies. Well, buys it at least.
Can they get anything more out of this, though? That's the question. Silent looking to close the gap. A lower dance coming in onto the bear. Mind Control comes in, though, with the two-man black hole. And in fact, Afterlife jumps into it. They've lost the Sven. Afterlife surrounded as well as he gets nuked down by GH. The rest of Liquid looking to chase him down. Blink 4 from Mind Control. The Hood's going to buy Afterlife some time here. He's going to look to TP out, and he may just make it. In fact, he does. Afterlife gets away.
No mana on GH to go for that blind lightning bolt. Silent actually stole the black hole there, but wasn't actually able to use it. The cogs kind of like pushed him away, and he was very low on health anyway. His teammates were all kind of dying. They tried to go for the jump kill because they saw the bear was resummoned, so they wanted to take it out before the fight happened, but Mind Control just with perfect BKB and black hole usage.
As we saw there, you know, that the Sven had his BKB and his God Strength, but the Enigma, such a hard counter to him. Nothing that a lower dance could do after he got jumped upon. And yeah, Liquid taking the fight, taking a tier 2.
Yeah, now Miracle has a full defusal plus 1,000 gold. Looking very strong.
Very hard, as we're seeing, for them to. They've got to catch out the Enigma at the start of the fights. They just can't fight when that black hole's available.
So hard because they're only like, I mean, they have clockwork for the initiations, but their follow-up, it has to be like Sven comes through, but then Viper being that immobile kind of hero, he has to like run into the fight, and then it's like they don't really have all that damage. They need the Sven to like be able to two-shot people inside that instant disable from the clock, but
yeah,
it's just too tough versus all the resources that Liquid has to work with right now, especially with like the 4-step on Zeus. Oh, speaking of the 4-step, he just 4-steps and dodges a clockwork hookshot top.
Down bottom, Mind Control. Trying to close the gap onto a lower dance. Has the Malefice. Turn around here with the Storm Hammer and the Godstrike with the BKB. He's going to try to survive from Mind Control. A couple hits there from the Echo Saber. Mind Control's gone. KuroKy jumps in. Crook with the Blink out. Keeping himself alive. Manning up onto the bear here. Matuma Man's going to lose his bear. That's going to be the bear down once. Goes for the resummon. Now, with the BKB wearing off, a lower dance has to be careful. There's the first defusal charge. Keeping him slowed down. He just actually turns. Miracle tries to play Fury. Woo, has to be careful there. Nearly gets taken down. But it will be the Sven to fall. Silent with the stolen Blade Fury. Trying to make his way out of here, but Liquid continue to chase him down. They should get this. He's got the heal here from the Shrine, but the sentry's down. They'll find the Rubik as well, as Liquid claim themselves 3.
You still see how the power, though. Was Sven 18 yet? Yeah, Sven was 18, so that's the max level God Strength, how much it does.
Does a ridiculous amount of damage.
That 160% and the bonus 36 strength is nothing to trifle with, that's for sure.
They've got to be careful how close they get. I mean, we saw, you know, Miracle, Blade Fury's in, and it's like, ooh, has to keep his distance from that Sven.
Yeah. Kills the bear very quickly. That's why you see Matu. He built that Solar Crest for that early evasion and extra armor versus Sven, because Sven doesn't really build MKB ever.
Oh, Slayer coming in a little bit too deep here as Liquid just turn and punish him. He was poking and prodding around KuroKy. But that close to a Shrine. Very easy return play for Liquid. Shadow Blade complete on Miracle. And I mean, the farm's still there for G, but you know, it's just S and Y on Hurricane, but it's not really a build that... It doesn't feel like it's that scary. It's a tanky build. But it's an annoying build, but it's not the items that's going to be able to do too much about this Jug Lone Druid that's getting out of hand.
And it's the pure damage from Midnight Pulse, like the Zeus always doing a lot of damage with static field based on your percent HP. Just a lot of resources Liquid have to work with versus this Viper.
Alright, looking to contest the Roche, get Liquid out of there. They're moving on to Matuma Man with the Vibe Strike, but he's forced away. Will live now. The play for KuroKy comes in with a 2-man Burrow Strike Epi. That'll be Rubik down. A low enhance, pots the BKB and the God Strength. Looking towards Miracle, but Mind Control again with the Black Hole. But this time Afterlife comes in with the hookshot, cancels it. The damage coming through. But again, the stun, is it enough to turn it around for Liquid? It's not. They've lost 3. Great play from Afterlife there. As you mentioned earlier, one of the ways they can stop that Black Hole coming into play there. Getting that angle with the hookshot and securing things there for the side. As Liquid are sent right back.
They get the Sven, but they do lose. It was at heavy costs. Matu lives, so that's the one really big thing for Liquid.
Oh, look at this again. It's the way that this all started. Poking and prodding, trying to get something kicked off. And I mean, it was a great attempt from KuroKy coming in with that 2-man Burrows Track and Epi. We'll have to go back to the live action now as Liquid, they've got the bear in there. Matuma Man trying to slow this down, and it is working for the time being.
Field.
Can they kill the bear, though? They'll look towards him, jump back in, and silent with the stolen Burrow Strike, and they will find the bear once. He's got the resummon, though, and Matuma Man is doing it. Him and GH holding onto the Roshan and making sure that Vega don't get away with it, despite taking down 3.
GH just literally spamming only Arc Lightning there with the bear there so he can get maximum static field damage, not even trying to throw lightning bolts at all.
And they're going to get Afterlife as well by the looks of it, unless he can get up with the cog play. He can't. KuroKy blinks forward, takes the kill. Vega have to be careful around this pit. Liquid themselves walk straight back in. Oh, here comes him out onto the percent, though. In he goes with the cleave, takes the kills. But the Aegis, oh, he stole the Aegis as well. Oh, and they got the kill on Roche. They get the Aegis. Oh, man.
And he got Matu.
I mean, Aloha Dance, he loves to man up and go ham, and he absolutely just did then. Securing the Roche, securing the Aegis, getting kills off the back of it. Whew.
That looked pretty scary for quite a moment, but okay. As soon as G gets that SNY and they get those type of fights going on, now look at his net worth. He pulls all the way up. Again.
I mean, Aloha does. There's no reason to hold back that.
That was a beautiful burrow trap.
The opening from Silent there does go down, but gets the vision, gets the setup, and allows Aloha to just waltz in and right-click through the entirety of Liquid. Now with the move through onto mid lane. 3 down on Liquid. They don't have buybacks. They will be back shortly. We'll see how much damage they can get done. Fortification comes out, and in fact, ooh, he's falling low. He's going to lose the Aegis pretty early on, isn't he, by the looks of it? No, the urn! Oh, from Afterlife, keeping Aloha Dance alive. We'll save the Aegis for another day.
Afterlife, the saving grace.
Thunder God's Wrath popped as well. They're trying to bring him down, but even that's not enough.
I love the itemization by the clock, too. Getting that urn early, of course, is great. Going for drum and then finishing up that pipe. I mean, pipe is absolutely needed for Zeus.
And this game is, that last bit of action around the Roche pit has pretty much evened the situation between the two sides.
Yeah, it has.
And if anything, you know, with how big this Sven is, as we're seeing, even though like Miracle had a great time up top, this Jug just gets absolutely destroyed. As soon as he pops Blade Fury, he's in such a vulnerable position because Aloha Dance just mans up and just easily out DPSs the Jug.
Yeah, gets melted, absolutely melted. When he's going for the Silver Edge build, so at least he's going to be able to reduce that damage once you're able to hit the Sven with it, and you even go into the backlines, maybe kill those. Like if they can actually get into the backlines and maybe like kill the Clockwork, and then the Enigma can get the Black Hole on the Sven, that's ideal. Because Rubik, you know, he can steal it. Okay, I was going to say, if he doesn't have Blink, he can't really get in a good position to use it after steal, but he actually has the Blink
only just
now.
got it, I think.
Yeah, right after all that list track kills that he got. So.
Ooh, here we go, Vega. With the smoke play, indication on the map to wrap around towards the top lane. We'll see if that is going to be the call here. They actually look set on moving in on the middle. They want to jump in. They want to go. Lower down straight up to the high ground. Takes the tier 3. Reaction comes through from Liquid as the mass TP's back come out.
That is a hard thing to push into. Midnight Pulse plus Zeus.
They're straight out.
Not happening.
Okay, the deny on this bottom tier 2. Slayer on the hunt. We'll find the bear. Oh, the bear is able to blink back to his owner just in time. Couldn't quite get the touch on it.
Nice deep aggressive wards coming out from Vega. They have vision inside the Liquid base. Liquid put a sentry down, but it's not in the right spot. So they're going to be seeing all the movements coming out of there, and they're going to be able to play accordingly.
Oh, Miracle. Maybe seeing if he can get this courier here. I think he has eyes on it.
Looks like he wants it.
Now, what's on the courier at the moment? Anything tasty?
Oh.
Nothing at the moment, but a courier kill's a courier kill. I can't quite get it. And does have to be a little careful. He's kind of caught on the wrong side of the map here. You know, Vega all over by the shrine. We'll see where Miracle decides to head to.
He's going to cut the wave and then...
Yeah, he's got the... Oh, I guess he has got TP. Yeah, and the Manta.
Yep.
26 to 20.
G's
Viper. I mean, look,
yeah,
the fact that this Viper is farming this well. I mean, we said at the start, you know, G on the Viper, it is kind of his hero.
Yeah, it is.
18k net worth.
It started to like,
it
slowed down for a second, that like low period, but then they had that big happening around the Roche, but he got like 4 levels or more than that after like all those pickups. And he actually also went for the poison attack effects buildings.
Okay.
I always see people take the range. I've always been curious about the poison attack with buildings. Kind of cool.
I like it. Nice Viper play. Very flashy indeed. Mid lane, a low on Ants, trade in, looks to force something. What's the BKB and the God Strength goes straight towards the racks, and that's going to be the melee done.
Dire's top tower.
Can they punish it? That's the question. Liquid looking to catch him on the way back out. Jump forward with the Malefice. Turns around with the Stormhammer onto Matuma Man. Thunder God's Wrath coming out as well. But with the mech pop, a low hard dance, he looks like he's going to live. He's trying to run himself away from the bear, who is chasing him down with the Radiance.
He's burning.
And he should burn down the ones. Has still got the Aegis, trying to run himself away. Won't make it. Can they kill him a second time though, Liquid? Miracle on top of him with the Blade Fury. A lower dance, trying to turn, but gets rooted up straight away. Kuroki trying to close the gap in with the Epicenter, and they'll do it. They'll bring down a lower dance a second time.
And they didn't have to use the Enigma hole, so it's pretty good that they were able to save that one. The Aegis was about to be reclaimed as well, but it's still good that they get those kills.
Now with the jump forward from Kuro, he's looking to set up for more. Gets the Sun onto Afterlife, but a quick turnaround and with the track. That's going to be Kuro feeding his life away, and that's track kill done as well. Miracle moving in onto Silent, but the cogs are there, holding him back. Mind Control jumps up, there's the high ground, gets the black hole off, catches the two of them. That'll be the Rubik down. Can they get the clock as well? No, he's going to be back in range of the shrine. He will survive. Roots there onto G. Liquid backing over towards the tier 2 now. 2 down on Vega Squadron. And that was the committal of the black hole, so Liquid may start to slow things back down.
Yeah.
So Liquid gets some kills, they do get the tier 2, but at the end of the day, you know, I feel like Vega may have expected to kind of take that loss, because they went fully in to get the racks, and they did get it. They got the melee racks.
Yeah, losing the Sven, they probably thought that the Sven was going to be able to get out, because he had Aegis. But now Mind Control wanted to be able to use the black hole. Now he's got Octarine finished up, so the duration or the cooldown's up down to 102. As well as his BKB is down to 35 seconds as well, so he'll always be able to use those freely. At least G was able to escape. You know, for being such an immobile Viper, he's never getting caught on any of these retreats that they actually have to do. Pretty damn substantial.
On top lane, GH pushing in. Thunder God's Wrath scouts out Silent. Slayer and Afterlife in the neighborhood as well. Miracle with that Silver Edge. He's ready to go, and he is going to look towards Afterlife as Afterlife is chasing down GH. Miracle, does he want to try and go on this? Now he realizes there's more behind him on Vega. It's a bit of a risky attempt. He's going to look to try and at least bring down the clockwork, but he's held up by the telekinesis, dragged out of the cogs. And Miracle can't get the kill. Doesn't commit the Blade Fury though. And the Omni Slash still holds onto it. Meanwhile, down bottom, it's going from Sven, looking with the God Strength to bring down the bear. Savage Roar is there, keeping the bear alive, but G jumps up to the high ground as he shoves up with the Hurricane Pike and does manage to bring the bear down. And they're looking for more. Afterlife, hook shot, straining onto GH. That'll be another easy one for Vega. 65 seconds, no Zeus.
God Strength has worn off now. I believe that Roche should be spawning within the next minute or so. Yes, about 40 seconds on that.
You can certainly at least get a shrine out of this one. Vega Squadron really giving us quite a showing. Miracle is going to look to try and go in onto the Sven with the Omni Slash as well as the Fusel Charge. It's not quite enough. Cogs come out. There's the jump forward from Mind Control looking for the black hole, and he gets it onto both of the targets there. They'll bring down the Sven. G with the BKB still able to roll over. There's the stolen black hole attempt, but the Malefice is there, immediately cancelling it from Silent. And
G.
Liquid aren't done. They're looking towards G. Slides down to low ground. Slayer trying to hold them back with the Shuriken bounces. The dust comes through. Afterlife there on the high ground. Can he save G? G continues to move away. Liquid there chasing him down. He is a tanky Viper, and he's going to have a Hurricane Pipe back up again in a couple of seconds. Malefice is there. There's the Burrow Strike lockdown as well. They surround him. They take him as well. Liquid get both of the cores.
Ooh. The stolen black hole, he gets into a great position to use it, but Kuroki actually instantly stunned him as he blinked in to try to use it. So good play there by Kuro.
GH actually going to look to try and find some action here with Slayer. Slayer goes for the quick TP out, and that's the right play to make. Nothing else to cancel it. And Shaman the Slayer survives. Can they force out any buyback? So that's the question. 30 seconds no Sven, full minute without G.
Afterlife's trying.
He's going to try and do his best to make sure that his cores don't have to expend them. They've trapped the bear. There's the jump in though for Kuroki coming in with the Epicenter, looking towards Afterlife. Afterlife falling low. Matuma Man tried to move in, but again, the cog play causing issues for Liquid. They can't commit onto this. There's the telekinesis grab back. Silent falling low, but he gets back to the shrine. Will survive. And the three of them on Vega doing a great job at keeping Liquid away from pushing in.
Oh, the hook shot off the mark. Sven is respawning right now. He's going to TP to the shrine, try to go for some type of chase. They've got the track on Matu as well.
He's going to look for the cutoff here, and he finds it. Jumps straight in, a couple of hits to Matu, brings him down. A beautiful hold there from Vega Squadron as Liquid gets sent all the way back to their base.
Sven gets 827 gold for that and 2,600 experience for the kill on the Lone Druid. Level 25 approaching rapidly for the Sven.
And Roshan is going to be the slightly longer respawn. Definitely something that Vega, or both sides really, have very good speed at taking down.
Yeah. Both teams have been doing a really good job of like splitting the kind of the way the fight is. Not that the fights are like in completely different areas, but using either like the midnight post to kind of split where the people want to take the engagement, or the cogs. The cog usage by Afterlife has been fantastic. Miracle on the prowl.
With the silver edge.
They have Sentry Ward there, so they did catch vision of him for a moment. Throw the track out.
And the question is as well, what do... Ooh, no lower dance. Maybe see if we could get a latch onto Kuro, but Kuro quit with the blink out.
I feel like we haven't seen Liquid smoke too often, I don't believe. I think we only seen
no,
this
mainly
game,
Vega,
right?
really. Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't seen too many. I think I saw Vega do at least 2 or 3, but I don't think I've seen... Okay. I click on Kuro and he has 3 smokes. All right. Makes a bit of sense, and they're going to use one right away. Trying to contest this Roche, which is...
got that black hole back up. They have, pretty much all the big ults, just under God's Wrath that they don't have.
It actually ended up being like one of those very long respawns. I looked at the wrong part of the timer. I thought it had already ticked out, and now it's going to be respawning like right now, pretty much. Yeah. So Sven, level 25, takes the evasion at 20 and the damage at 25.
What is the next item for mind control on this Enigma as the game goes
Probably
on?
refresher, yeah.
Okay, just get the refresher off the Octrine. Okay. I mean, we have seen when he lands those black holes, they do get the kills.
Yeah.
Very hard, as we've seen for Vega to stop. Hookshot is definitely an opportunity. In fact, mid lane, Alone has gone over. Oh, he gets the 2-man Stormhammer, and they're going to just start to melt. There's the black hole coming out, but again, Afterlife with the position to get the hookshot off, cancel it. The stolen black hole comes out and actually catches Miracle, allowing Vega to get the 3rd kill. Beautiful play again from the side. Constantly after, I mean, he knows that that's his role now. He just has to make sure that he can stop that black hole, and he's done it twice in a row.
I mean, he bought a blink dagger on Clockwork
to make sure
that he can get the right angle. And Silent also always able to steal the black hole. That's that's always the fear, picking the Enigma into Rubik. You can always give that away.
I get Roche off the back of it.
Oh my God, Matu! That was a split second from Shuriken stopping his TP, and that would have been a for sure death from later on. GH now being able to TP out as well.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Miracle with no buyback.
It's looking pretty rough for Liquid.
It indeed is.
They could lose a few more of the racks here as mid lane. Range racks is going to be taken down. GH trying to spam them out of the base. But Vega, they're definitely going to want to stick around for more. They move up towards the top lane. They're taking down the tier 2. In fact, they jump in for the kill, immediately blinking forward on lower dance, taking down GH on the Zeus, who will buy back, but he has to be careful about how close he gets. There's a good amount of jump potential from Vega. And they are claiming themselves a full set of second racks. Can they move down to the bottom?
They're going for the megas.
I mean, Liquid are going to have the full 5-man back up. No black hole still for a bit of time.
They smoked up. They're ready. Black hole up in 10 seconds.
10 seconds to black hole. Okay.
This is a new bear, so they can't let this bear die either.
Miracle is going to look to open up onto the Viper, trying to force them back. Savage Roar as well. Force them away for the time being. Kroki comes with the bow strike. There's mind control with the 2-man black hole. But again, Afterlife with these hookshot plays, allowing everyone else to get a bit of a punch in return. But Kuro is there with the Epi. They have brought down the Sven. They've brought down G once. Can they do it again? G has the BKB, pops it, trying to turn a man fight up, but the healing ward's out. Liquid are surrounding him, but he Hurricane Pikes his way out of them. They'll lose the Rubik on the sidelines. Vega are now on the retreat. Slayer spotted out by the dust. Diffusal Blade charge there as well to slow him down, securing a 3rd. Liquid do hold. They will keep those bottom set of racks alive.
Getting the good black holes. Yeah, Afterlife every single time. With that Blink Dagger purchase, he's always able to get the right angle on the hook shot for that to stop it. And just how durable the Sven and the Viper are inside of these, inside the black holes and stuff too. They end up like surviving most of the time through the entire thing, and then they get like 1 or 2 hits off. I mean, Viper gets more than that, but the Sven lives for the majority of it.
Now this is Matuma Man. He's going for the Aghanims on Lone Druid.
Mm-hmm. needs to be able to do something when either when he's dead, or he needs to be able to split push the lanes out even harder to make sure that they can't get to their base anymore, because losing 2 sets of racks and the other one's exposed as well, there's no tower. They pretty much like can't let Vega hit their base. They do have Glyph though, so that's the one thing. So they do have a little bit of leeway.
What do you think about this as well? Miracle going for the late game Battle Fury on the jug.
Is he actually though? I mean, he has it queued up. You know, it makes sense just because he has Black Hole, so he can get the cleave damage through it. But
I mean,
it's weird.
He may as well. He might also just getting the Lincolns, and he's just queued up something with a Perseverance, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if he gets the Battle Fury. I mean, I like it. I'm down for some Miracle Battle Fury jug.
I think of like what other items would help him better. Like maybe Butterfly, but he's far away from that, so he's trying to get small pieces for another item.
He knows he's going to have to push back these stronger creeps.
And also to and push out the waves. They're maybe expecting to be having to deal with Megas later. Okay,
this is a big kill if they get it. There's the jump in with the Omni Stash. That's the Sven down.
Yes, okay. Oh my god, I thought I saw him finish the full Bloodthorn. I thought he finished the full Bloodthorn there. I thought he didn't have buyback. I was going to be, oh my god.
But none, that's still a massive pick off there for Liquid to just walk in and get very, relatively easy.
Yeah, 3,000 experience change. That was a smoke, right? Yeah. I believe so. They've expended now 2 of the smokes that they had previously.
He's almost certainly going to have to buy back.
Matu now has a gem as well, so if they do see the bounty lurking around. So blinking, Cogs the bear, isolate it, and it's getting brought down pretty quickly.
It might just die by the looks of it. We'll show it back once. Now that bear getting absolutely brutalized by Vega's front line. Back in again though, Afterlife continuing to try and push them away with the cog play. Yeah, Afterlife's Clockwork, it really has been doing a lot for the side here. Whether it be, turning around potentially awful team fights for the side of Vega Squadron, and as we see now, just in terms of holding the base.
The damage from his bear is called El Doge. I just realized you can click on it and see its name.
El Doge.
I never knew that before actually. Never. I've never clicked on bear and read for its name. Their physical damage now on Liquid, it seems like it's lackluster because of how tanky this Sven and Viper are.
Yeah.
The evasion, they both have evasion. One has an evasion talent, and the other one has the Butterfly. So their damage is pretty much coming out of like Zeus, even though there's a pipe, and also like Midnight Pulse. The right clicks are really reduced. I've actually, so this is a little bit random, but I've talked to Jay about these type of games before when he's playing Viper, and we had like a long discussion. And he's like, this is like, his hands really start to hurt. Because he said like when he's playing the Queen of Pain and stuff, like you can always you can just click your E and you can push waves out. But when you're last hitting and stuff on Viper, you have to individually click every single creep, and you have to individually click on your poison attack over and over again. So he's been like, I don't really like playing the hero when it gets that long.
Has this man not heard of attack move? In the jungle, Slayer finding mind control here. This is a good one to jump on. If there's no black hole for the fight, it's going to be a good fight for Vega. Post the BKB. Not going to be able to do anything in response to that one.
So yeah, Battle Fury finished. Looking to have to deal with those big creeps, have to deal with that big side lane push. That could also be why you saw the Aghanim's queued up for Matu. I mean, they're just preparing for later stages, right?
Cleave damage fogged. It's one of those damage types that doesn't give a damn about high armor.
It's not reduced on the cleave.
If you can hit the people next to this Sven and the Viper, the cleave damage, it goes straight through him.
If Owen ever sees a Battle Fury built on like anyone, he's like, it's good.
Definitely. I'm glad he went for it rather than something like the Maelstromers. I get it, because that's the thing, isn't it? You look at the stronger creeps, like, get a Maelstrom, but then you've got all this magic resistance, you've got this pipe on the side of Vega, Battle Fury. It's brilliant.
I can see that, you can see the idea of what he wants to do with it, for sure. And I don't know if anything else would actually fit what he wants, what he needs, other than that Battle Fury.
I'll jump in from a low R dance again, straight onto Ranks, but Kuroki's there with a quick reaction. The Burrow Strike comes in, Lorna's gonna be up, my control! Gets the 5-man black hole! They're all dead! Vega, D1, oh my god! What a play there from Mind Control! One of the best black holes I've seen in a while.
Oh my, he gets all 4, then Afterlife tries to hook to help his homies, and he gets stuck in it too.
Look at that again! Straight into the middle of the order. As you say, Afterlife tried to come in to get the angle to stop it, but he ends up throwing his own body in as well as he hook shots into his teammates. Just take me with you.
That was, I mean, you couldn't ask for more perfect than that. But this is one of those plays, right? We saw it in the last game too, where it's the no hesitation play. As soon as they hit at your high ground, you initiate, and that's what Kuroki did. He just jumped right away without waiting at all. So that's like the perfect way to catch people off guard. They don't really expect you, you're going to get up there and you're going to start getting your hits off, but if you get that instant jump, it catches people off guard. And Mind
What a
control
hold.
now, almost refresher.
Yeah.
I think Owen may have broken our desk from excitement.
My goodness, they're still in this one, Liquid. They really are with plays like that.
And that was right when he just had the Battle Fury too. So they're all holed up and he's getting the cleave that whole time doing it as well.
It was the Battle Fury that did that, really. The back goal was nice, but it was the Battle Fury that made that play happen. Absolutely. On top lane, Kuro pushed the lane back in.
Still close though, but they did just get a huge swing. Look at the net worth that's got them out in range.
There's quite a swing on the network, Grant.
It's actually, it's all over. The swings, it's just a very back and forth game.
It's been a great series, really.
Yeah.
Liquid versus Vega. Absolutely fantastic second series of the day. Liquid with definitely with the lead after that fight.
Yeah. All their cores got jumped up really far up.
Oh, here we go, though. They found Miracle. Straight up with the lead in the telekinesis, the shuriken. They've got the chain stun. Miracle's down.
He did not expend his gold, though. I thought he might buy the Basher, but no, he still has buyback.
Okay.
In case needed. Everything else is ready. He might be forced actually to use it. However, the bottom lane is very forced in. Top lane as well is not in a good position. Maybe Vega's able to just run through that mid lane and use those creeps, but might be a bit tough. Now God's Strength is still down. Does Matu have Aghanims? He does, so he's going to continue pushing those waves out with the bear.
All right, you got the Blood Thought now done on Sven. So, I mean, if Flow Dance gets to jump onto anyone, they're pretty dead. As long as he's got that God Strength up.
Silent has to be careful. The bear's chasing him down. There's an Aghanims on it, so he can actually hit him.
This bear's going in. Hey, he says you pop that shrine, Rubik.
Now he's going for the racks with the bear.
Aghanims Lone Druid, ladies and gentlemen. Doing work in.
He gets the fear off, and he's able to bring it back. The hook shot just a moment late.
All right, Afterlife himself will be looking for that Aghanims. I mean, absolutely, I'm surprised he's not had it sooner, because the hook shots really make or break these fights. Yeah. They have to stop that black hole.
Bloodthorn is going to be nice for Aloha to be able to deal with all that massive evasion on the Lone Druid Bear. But now he doesn't have buyback. I mean, of course, he spent his gold because they don't have buyback for 5 minutes on their big cores. But also 5 minutes left on My Control's buyback too. So all three of those big heroes, the Viper, the Sven, and the Enigma, all about 5 minutes till those buybacks come back. So they all spend their gold, and then with that refresher.
They need that Roshan Vega. They've got to get their hands on it again. There's a slightly later spawn time.
Regeneration.
So now Miracle expends the gold. He buys the Basher up when he respawns. So no buyback on him. He's going to farm it up really quickly if possible.
Could all come down to this next Roshan.
Yeah.
If Liquid can put a stop to Vega getting their hands on the Aegis, they can close this game off. And likewise, if Vega can take control of the pit, they can certainly keep this game going.
Yeah. Silent has Aghanims finished up. I think he had it actually in the previous engagement too, but on the Rubik now he's actually able to steal more frequency of spells, and not only the upgraded black hole, but you get the distance that you can steal as well from that Aghanims, so you can be further from the fight.
There we go. Smoke up from Liquid.
Really need to watch the positioning on Vega. They need to keep the Clockwork and the Rubik
eyes on Afterlife
outside of that black hole.
Slayer pushing in on bottom at the moment. When's the jump going to come? Vega still, amongst it all, they've kept full control of the base. They have all their wrecks still alive.
Yeah. Top lane pushing in very hard right now. Double catapult wave.
And Liquid may have to split back up and deal with that top lane. Looks like that's going to be the case.
Do we have full level 25s? Not just yet, right?
Only on a few, I think.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and
on the majority of the cores. Yeah. What did you take on the Zeus? You said it's 2%.
In this game, I think he needs to keep his distance, but static field also for high ground defense could be pretty good. I think that one is in the eyes of the beholder, whichever one you feel you can make more happen, because you can either get more static fields off because of the cast range, or you can get less off because you don't have it in overall damage. I think the cast range is pretty damn sweet though, because it works on everything. It's not just damage. You can save, you can... Yeah.
Now Roshan is back up. Liquid, they're in the neighborhood. And will be spotted out by a rocket flare from Afterlife. See what the response is going to be from Vega. It is so hard for them to fight around this pit though with that black hole.
Yeah. Liquid's doing their best to make sure that these lanes aren't an issue. Bottom lane is starting to be one, though. Vega has already forced it all the way in.
I mean, Vega will take the mega creeps for losing Roche, won't they?
Oh, absolutely.
They'd take that trade. They know that they can force Liquid back, and as we can see, they already have.
My Control has an Arcane Rune. Those bots have 20 seconds. He has 18-second cooldown on his bots when he has Arcane Rune.
And Vega have forced Liquid back. Let's see what else they can do with this. Lower dance, pushing the wave in.
Do they still have the gem on anybody?
Actually got Liquid moving out.
Matu's got gem on him still. So Slayer still needs to watch a bit of that positioning, and yeah, Vega, everybody's back. They just disengage.
Oh my goodness. Here comes the smoke. Liquid ready to come out. Look for a repeat of what they were able to achieve last time on the bottom lane. This time they're going to have to dive a little deeper for it though. As they move across their own jungle, Vega already backing off.
They got to make sure Liquid, when they do these smokes, just make sure you still deal with the lanes. The lanes are still the issue. They still always will be forced in. So Bear has to go to one lane, Eidolons have to push the other one out. And they're doing exactly that. And they're looking. They've got one ward on the map. It's got a sentry there too, so they've spotted Slayer now. Zuso comes out, trying to get information from where everybody else is.
I know that Slayer's away from the team, but it's a bit of a tricky one to catch out. And it looks like the smoke won't be successful for Liquid. I mean, at least they do obviously shove Vega all the way back to their base, but as you say, the waves are pushing in against Liquid's side. They've got to back up. Mass pings onto Slayer.
Oh,
looks like, yeah, he'll be the one to get caught. Was trying to shove in this top lane, but there's no escape for the bounty hunter, so they get a kill. Does have buyback on the bounty.
Pretty significant kill at least though, because now they lose a lot of like map or not map control, but map like understanding what they know is happening on the map when they don't have that bounty. They play a little bit more defensive. Everybody kind of in their own jungle. Full Abyssal now finished up for Miracle.
So I imagine there's no buyback gold at all.
No buyback gold.
Totally in on that purchase.
And they're in. 50 seconds, no bounty. Trying to finish up this Roche as fast as possible. The rocket comes out. They are scouting it from Vega. Are they going to start making the movements?
I mean, well, Aloha is still on the bottom lane. He can shove this in pretty quickly. But the speed that they're taking Roche, it looks like Liquid should get away with this one.
Afterlife is going for a steal, it looks like. He drops the gem on the
commit?
floor.
Is he going to do it? He is. He goes in. Has he got the chance to turn it around? It doesn't look like he has, and indeed he doesn't. Liquid get themselves the Roche kill, pick up the Aegis on Miracle. Afterlife, he may even pay with his own life here, isn't indeed. Liquid jump in, take down the clock. Afterlife doesn't actually have buyback available. Down for 75 seconds.
It's the right move, honestly.
You feel to go for that sort of big balls
yeah,
play?
like he's like, I'm not farming anymore. His net worth has already been done for a long time. He's been doing his job anyway. He dropped the gem on the ground. He's like, I'm going for it.
Okay.
He probably told his team, he's like, I'm going there. Probably, yep, do it. That was a team decision.
Okay.
Zeus takes the cast range. So yeah, that one I think was pretty expected because with the double cast range thing from Aether Lens and that, it's pretty sweet. 4 plus 420 cast range. That's pretty crazy from the two of them.
Aloha will be spotted out. Miracle's coming out with the Silver Edge. They know that it's just Aloha and Silent. There's the boots to travel coming into play. They are going to look to try and chase this one down. Quick blink out from Aloha Dance and immediately with a TP away.
Yeah.
Keeps himself safe and avoids that movement from Liquid. And Liquid themselves now grouped up on the bottom.
Such a close game.
With that Aegis in hand.
I've been watching too, like at the double runes, because we've been past 40 minutes for quite a while. These double runes can be extremely significant in these type of engagements and this type of game. Like if they get like some big arcane rune on the Enigma, big DD on Miracle, things can definitely change.
He's a 16k gold lead for Liquid.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that they are yet still to take any of the racks away from Vega Squadron.
That is pretty absurd. It's a 4x lead and the team is down that much.
How could they do it? I mean, Liquid.
They're still just. I mean, this is. They have to watch the lanes. That's the big thing. That's why they're playing like pretty passive in a way. They have to make sure that the lanes don't get forced in because Rex is exposed is terrifying.
The Lower Dance is playing very cheeky how he comes out on these side lanes.
Yeah.
One step wrong and he will be caught out. Looking to just continue to cut the creep waves.
And nobody else on the side of Vega is farming at all right now. What do we have Matu going for? What else has he gotten? I haven't been clicking on him too much after the Aghanims. I know he's going to get some auras, of course, for himself. And the Bear has the Basher finished up. And yeah, Boots of Travel. That was a bit while back, though. Zuso comes out, they spot the bounty. They know that he put that high
Burrow
ground
strike
ward.
isn't going to connect, but yeah, it looks like. Can he get himself out of
my
it? They get the
goodness.
bash. Whew.
They
Jump
actually
in.
had to commit the Omni and the Abyssal Blade. It's a very tanky bounty. When he gets low with those Guardian Greaves, so much armor.
I mean, I guess a game where the pace is going as slow as it is, it's like you see an opportunity for a kill at this stage, you take it.
Yeah. They get a D-Ward net too from it all because they saw him out there. So good. I mean, overall, the Zeus ults from GH have been very
Yeah,
nice
look at the
for
bear
this
with a
vision.
split push, yeah.
Oh, nice. But now it's dead to the Bloodthorn.
Mid lane, sorry, bottom lane, Miracle back in again. Afterlife trying to block off the rest of the team there with the cogs. Miracle bites his way through it. Silence spamming them back out with the Fade Bolt, keeping control of this bottom set of racks, and Liquid have to be careful. Miracle very low on the Juggernaut. They'll still have the Aegis. And knows that Vega will be hesitant to jump in with Mind Control behind them. Ready for a counterplay with the Black Hole. DD Rune up on the top lane, Haste on the bottom. And certainly is Liquid with the superior map control at this stage.
Definitely the right decisions that they ended up making too. Like the Battle Fear on the Jug and that Aghanims on the Longer is what's allowing them to be able to keep these lanes in the way they are. Of course, you know, the 4-man and 5-man Black Hole helps a lot, but that's definitely one of the solutions to deal with those, getting a team that takes 2 of your racks so early, 2 sets. Bot's now finished up on G.
Miracle just hunting.
Very slowly and steadily, Liquid is acquiring more and more net worth by a good margin, though. It was at 16K before, now it's at 23.
And I like that as well. Miracle, he's queuing up an E-Blade. I mean, anything that they can do to just sort of hold back the Sven in these fights.
Yeah,
and just take away his ability to punch after the BKB is pretty huge.
Sounds great to me.
And they've got good amounts of magical coming from the rest of the team to burst them down. GH, though, in the tree lines will be spotted out. They have the telekinesis, and he will be gone. So no escape for the Zeus here as Vega surround him. GH down for nearly 2 minutes. And this is a man that does not have the luxury of buying back.
Yeah.
He's very close to having the gold. He's going to have the close in a bit, gold in a bit by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's only 18 gold
18
away.
And they shouldn't be able to shove the lane in that hard. Bottom lane maybe, but the other 2, they're going to have to back up and fix those issues. So Aloha sold his Echo Saber and put the Moon Shard in his inventory. Sorry, that extra damage or attack speed.
Miracle has lost the Aegis. It's now expired on the Jug. So it's going to be one less thing for Vega Squadron to worry about.
And who had the cheese? The bear, I'm assuming? Yeah.
Yes. Both teams really quite scared to push up to the high ground. 60-minute mark here being hit.
Hero levels, is it now all 25? Almost 21, 23, 24 on Clockwork, Bounty Hunter, and Rubik.
Which way could it go? How are we seeing Mind Control on his items?
He finished
Did
up
the
Shivas and he's got
refreshers,
buyback.
Got the Shivas, as you say.
Yep.
3.1k. I mean, where does he go now? There's not really many places he can. Is there anything you can replace in his items?
No. I mean, maybe
you can
you swap the refresher
Yeah.
and you get like maybe like an Aghanims and when you want to swap it in and out, stuff like that. But his items are perfect that he has right now. Maybe a Lincoln's at one point to just so the Ruby can't steal because maybe Clockwork isn't going to be reliable to steal. But I don't think that's even necessary. His items are perfect.
Oh, looks like Vega may give it a bit of an attempt down bottom.
They're smoked up.
Oh, this is nice. If they can get that jump, a Miracle on the sidelines with the Silver Edge.
He scouted the
smoke. Yeah. They know what's up, G. Up onto the high ground, pops the BKB, hook shot in from Afterlife, catching the Enigma on the backline, making it very hard for Mike to try to find the initiation that he needs. Jump forward there with the Burrow Strike, and Lower Arms goes for it, but again, Mind Control gets the Black Hole. It's all over on this bottom lane. A second Black Hole comes through. They lose 3. Again, Mind Control with the perfect hold, forcing Vega back. Looks like they may just get G as well. He'll turn towards GH. He will bring down the Zeus with him. But Miracle's there with the chase down. G to fall as well. I say, the evasion, making it tricky. They do finally get him.
Oh my
these
goodness.
Black Holes.
They're beautiful. He didn't have Midnight Pulse for that one, but it doesn't matter. He got the hole. They have the damage without it, and he's got a secondary one right afterwards anyway, so just absolutely beautiful. Catching the perfect heroes, and nobody else is in position to steal. Clockwork's inside of it. Rubik too. Everybody that was in the crucial ones that to stop that hole were inside of it. Definitely need to watch their positioning still. And who ended up buying back on the side?
So a buyback come out from the Rubik.
All three.
And
Rubik,
from the Sven.
and Viper.
Yeah, that's a lot of buybacks once again. Similar position that we were in about 7.5 minutes ago where the mass buybacks came out from Vega Squadron.
Everybody on Liquid now is just becoming absolutely massive, though. Diffusal being sold out by Jug, by Miracle.
He's got
Ethereal
Blade
Blade
complete.
finished up. Fully maxed out now.
Whew.
Kuroki as well, you know, nice casual 6,200 gold on him.
Where's that rapier?
Ethereal Blade's all around, right?
I
That'd
mean,
be pretty cool.
It's
Definitely
a good
possibility.
especially with that BKB timing. I mean, I imagine it's definitely at the 5 seconds, isn't it, on a lower dance? With the way those games go?
Yeah. I'm wondering what Kuroki's going to build. Like, he has a lot of gold. He's probably going to get the bots first, just so he can join always on the fights.
Could he just pick up a Hex for the team?
I think the Hex or the Ethereal Blade are the best choices, yeah.
That's exact.
What's Matumba looking at on his bear?
I think it's maxed. It should have a... What the hell
It's
is
the bear 6. Oh, yeah. Almost 6 blood now.
Mjolnir and Basher.
Hasn't got the
Still no Abyss.
Okay. Hasn't got the Abyssal yet.
And I guess you could say he could replace the Solar Crest with a bigger item.
64 minutes in coming up.
Double black hole.
Nice.
Ready to go.
That's crazy.
Here we go. Smoke now. Good thing Liquid saved a lot of them because they've got
Oh,
so many now
boy.
for the later stages, which are the important smokes.
This is really everything now for Vega. They get caught out by a black hole or two, as you say. It is going to be GG. Where's the jump? Kuro, smoked a spell. Slayer will be jumped upon. They'll look for the bounty, but the mass force is there to bring him back to safety. I'll make sure that Liquid don't find anything off the back of that initial smoke movement.
Liquid, though, doing all that smoke. They're keeping the side lanes pushed. Bottom, the Bear. Top, some Eidolons. Every single lane is being handled.
But still, yet to take any racks.
Top barracks are under attack.
The racks still all remaining alive for Vega Squadron.
From the core of the universe, a treasure.
Remember this as well. Vega was the team in the TI qualifiers that played the 2-hour and 30-minute game.
They were.
They were.
Against-
Versus Mega Creeps.
Yeah.
For like 80 minutes.
Here we go,
The
bottom
black
lane.
hole.
Yeah, he's going to drop it. He sees the Sven. He knows that there's no buyback on Aloha.
That's just game. He's got the refresher too if he wants to, but he's got 60 seconds. That was with Arcane Rune. So the black hole is back up in 60 seconds.
They do have the stolen black hole, though.
They do. That's
If
true.
they could do something big with that, but you're right, it's not looking great. With no Sven for 100 seconds. Miracle getting gone up on. They're very close. Mind control there, though, with the second black hole. It will get cancelled, though. BKB's coming out. G focusing Kuroki. They'll take down the Sand-King. Kuroki, well, he takes his time, but they just finally fall. They're holding here, Vega. G just doing massive amounts
But
of damage.
Matu in the
Yule's
top
there
lane.
onto GH. GH has gone into Matu. He's looking for the structures. He's looking for the objectives. He's already moving in onto the middle lane. He's just going for melee racks after melee racks. Can they stop this bear? Slayer's onto him, but the bear's just going ham. Double kill for Miracle as he picks up the Rubik. Buyback comes out from the clock, but they've lost the bottom racks. Liquid, they're cleaning up. Kuroki did buy back for this one. G looking to punish him. Comes back in with a Burrow Strike. Matuma Man actually getting caught out. Afterlife just doing it here with the Battery Assault. Bringing him down low. Matu will just keep himself alive as he's shoved back. Full stuff down to Afterlife to save him. Mind control again with the BKB. But G moves in. Actually finds Matuma Man. G still alive. Finally drops. And it looks like they will end up losing the bounty as well. They'll get themselves back in, both Slayer and Afterlife. But they're going here for the finish here, Liquid, onto the tier 4s. They've taken down one, they're looking for the second, and GG is called. Liquid take the series, finally.
Holy crap.
But what a game. What a series.
What a series. What a back and forth series. The net worth was super close throughout the majority of this game. At one point, it's Vega having the 2 sets of racks up, and Liquid still kind of leading the gold charts with it, but I think it really comes down to Mr. Mind Control himself.
You've got to give credit to Mind
Gotta
Control.
give it to him.
You absolutely have. I mean, of course, the whole team certainly have their merits, but those definitely the black hole plays that you can point a finger to and say, this kept Liquid in the game, this allowed them to turn it around, slow down the state of it.
I love seeing when teams do that, though. It's that no hesitation. You see a team running up the high ground, and you're like, if they get to our high ground, that's when it's already a problem, because they're going to set up, they can pop their BKBs instantly and just start going. But if you jump on them right away as they're making their way up the hill, they don't expect it. It just causes such a ruckus, and everybody on Vega got baited in, yeah, 4-man black hole.
Whew. Crazy, crazy plays from Liquid. You know, if you enjoyed that, you're going to see more of Liquid very shortly. They are going to be playing in the next series up against Planet Odd. So that's going to be very exciting.
I'm dying over here. Owen's like breaking everything. Like keyboard's starting to, some keys are starting to fly off and everything. He's just very excited.
Well,
excited.
There we have it though. Second series of the day. Liquid absolutely doing it. 2-0 victory against Vega, knocking down Vega to lower bracket. But we'll have the panel to tell you more about that one as we head straight back to Dakota and the boys.
Thank you so much, Odie and Fun.